Intru-un EMA acum, nu pot să mă uit. You can say that again.
They're coming live soon, and
Hello, everyone. We're back for another community-oriented show, this time after a very, very special milestone for us, which was the TGE, heading into basically, the post-TGE stage of our roadmap and our like product timeline and all of these different things. So super exciting show in front of us. This is going to be mostly focused on the community AMA. So basically, like, we did reach out to you guys to come and ask us as many questions as possible and get basically answers to, like whatever may be boggling your mind in this bullish market that Tico has finally made its debut in. So without any further ado, I would like to introduce our main man in terms of product, our whole product lead, the CPO, Mr. Pavel Antohe. Pavel, please, just introduce yourself to the people one more time for everybody that's not familiar with what you've been doing with us.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Again, apparently I'm going into those live sessions exactly in the moment where we're launching important stuff. So no pressure. Context about me. I don't want to talk about myself right now. I just want to talk about the things we build, the things that are going live soon, the things that people care about, the things that people worry about, the things that people are not clear about. I'm just the guy behind the product that tries to make things happening and looking and working as intended. So don't spotlight me. Let's just spotlight the platform and the token.
Okay, sure. Well, then let me put the spotlight, I guess, like on a couple of different things that did happen in the last, I would say, like 10 days of kind of like the starting with the whole party that we threw, the kind of like pre-launch party that we threw for the TG, then the actual TG on Monday and stuff that we're following up with now, with basically a lot of platform updates, a lot of cool stuff going on the back end. So let's just, take a step back. Let's do a little like chronological order of things. So first thing I would kind of like to ask you personally was, like kind of what were your impressions from the launch party in Dubai? And how do you feel about basically, the whole event and spectacle that was thrown there?
Yeah, so it was very, very crazy to say at least, because it was like after 3 years of work, seeing everything that we've done, designed, thought about from concept to reality, on all of the screens, on all of the walls, projected, reflected, and even with some cool holograms. For me as a product guy, was like living in a dream, right? With my eyes open. The event itself was a huge success because, of course, I read in the last week or so all of the comments, and it's important to mention that this was an event that we decided to do in order to get people from Dubai and region aware about us, interested in us, with big collaborations, with big partnerships, celebrities that want to do different type of tournaments, custom tournaments, custom assets. So this was not just a party to show off, but actually was also a lot of BD and cool partnerships and opportunities happened there. More than this, for those nastier, let's say, comments. Uh, this was a party that we kind of funded ourselves, so it's
Gotcha.
not that scenario where we didn't raise money from the community, right? We didn't do an ICO, we didn't do NFT sales to raise millions. We, until now, for the last 3 years, just funded ourselves. So this is not a community sponsored party. We didn't took money from the community to make it. So I just want to clear that out because I read some nastier comments, as in you guys take money from the community to do parties. We never took a cent from the community, and
Got you.
I
Yeah,
want to
and
share that
basically,
part.
like the whole show was thrown with our own kind of like bucks, right? So
Yeah,
with
yeah.
yeah, with that out of the way, for everybody that's being mean spirited or try to troll us or try to flood us for entry, keep in mind it's not gonna work because, as Pavel mentioned, we are completely self funded, and the party was self funded as well. Yeah, so like no actual Tico allocation has been used to fund the whole event. So
No, no,
just
and
to get
actually
that
a
out.
cool stats, a cool, sorry to jump in. We had at the party some live QR code of the Tico page, right? People
Gotcha.
to know about Tico and be informed before TGE. And around 70% of the audience, which is a lot for a party event in a way, scan the code and follow up and register. So for me as a product guy, that was a success during the party. I see questions.
Awesome. Yeah, we are already getting some questions, but please, I have a
Okay.
couple of more questions
Okay.
on myself before I move on to the community stuff. Okay, cool. So thank you for kind of like letting us know about the whole success of that like whole little adventure and event that we had pre-launch. Now, the big thing I kind of like wanted to talk to you about. How do you feel about TG? How do you feel about launch day? So I know for everybody also watching, there, everybody like who's kind of like tuned in with the space knows that Monday was a pretty terrible day to be launching any sort of new product out on the market. But I think despite that, we did really well. So kind of like running the show behind the scenes, with all of the developers and everything else that we had going on. Yeah, maybe just like your quick reflection on launch day. How do you feel about it? And what did we learn from it as a company, I guess?
Yeah, so first of all was, let's say, the human part and the emotional part, because all of us here in the office needed that moment to feel it's actually live and it's happening after all of this time. I wouldn't say we didn't care about that Monday, but we didn't let that influence our decision, because if we said and announced and that 27 is the day, we didn't want to, okay, let's do 28 because it's a dump. And we took the chance, and it was a good
Good bit,
launch, and
right?
then
Yeah.
became a very good launch, because at the end of the day, we saw how we became the number one trending gaming token within Gate, and the number one trending on the entire Avalanche ecosystem. So at the end of the day, even if the entire market was kind of red and bleeding and speculating that will drop forever, we just focused on what we need to do. We know our tokenomics are strong. We know that uh, the locking periods are strong. The vesting periods are long are strong. Exactly, we show transparently what's going to be locked up at TG. So we had to do it, and it was from multiple reasons a success, right? For us as a team, for investors, for the market, for even public recognition, right? We did good, and now next step is to uh, just tweak, and I'm pretty sure during today we will actually launch Tico in the platform. I don't know if
Big
yeah,
news.
that I spoiled some of the things that you guys wanted to do, but sorry. But yeah, Tico soon will be live in the platform, multiple use cases, multiple utilities. So after this, we as a team can breathe a bit for a few hours until we go and launch new stuff. But it was a sequence of events.
Awesome, yeah, and I'm sure we're gonna get into this a little bit deeper later in the conversation. Like maybe you can also like show us some of the new features that we've just integrated on the platform. Just do a little show and tell for us later.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that, sounds amazing. So yeah, basically like as you said, you are kind of satisfied with how launch day went. As we already mentioned and kind of bragged about on our socials, we did a lot of good volume across 3 different exchanges. We had number one on Mixi and Gate, which was a big deal. We were also on the day, I think, the number one trending AVAX coin, a deck screener, which is always a nice change of pace, like to kind of like swim up in that sea of meme coins being deployed daily, and then like seeing an actual project there is always nice.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, in terms of reflecting on all of that, that's great. Okay, cool. So I think we're already gotten like a little bit of questions coming in from different sources. We got some coming on Twitter, we got some coming on YouTube. I'm also sorting through questions that we have on our general chat in Discord. So maybe we can kick off the Q&A a little bit. So
Perfect. Yeah,
first
let's go
thing
for it.
that I'm going to grab, and I'm going to grab it directly here on stream for us, from Mr. Glenn. He has the following question for us. It's displayed right here.
Okay.
So when will Tico staking go live, and what kind of APY can holders expect?
Yeah,
Okay, so this is classic Degen stuff. So go ahead, Pavel.
yeah. Sorry for the bad news or not, but there's no staking in Funtico from multiple reasons. We are a utility token. Most of the people attending know that if you actually want to do staking properly legally, you have to be a security token, which we are not and will not be. So because we have legal opinions for being a full utility token, there's no staking. Staking is not something that we want to do or need to do, given the fact that the model of the token is pretty straightforward. No multiple tokens, nothing overly complicated, fixed supply. The staking, as in the rewards, come from the fact that you can put $2 worth of token and in tournaments get so many X's in minutes. So
Great.
that's your staking. You lock it for 3 minutes while you play, you're good, you get a reward. There's no traditional staking into what we're doing.
Sure. Yeah. So this is kind of like, we can even call it kind of like skill based staking, right?
100%. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Okay. So that gets us out of there. Now let me grab a question from you that I'm not going to be displaying because I can't, because it's coming from Discord. We had a user Leapop comment today asking us, what is the diamond capsule shard? So I guess this is part of some
Okay,
of the new
okay.
features and
Yeah,
new
yeah, yeah, yeah.
updates.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead.
So I will do a longer answer because we had few minutes, I don't know how many, on Tuesday where we had to push on production few features in order for us to then test it in those days, including today. And some of the people were actually on the platform and they managed to get part of those rewards, which is fine. You will keep it. Amazing. The Wheel of Fortune is a new feature that we launched with rewards, and it's connected to the daily bonus, which is also a cool feature by itself because we incentivize someone to be collecting this bonus in consecutive days. So once you are joining and claiming your bonus 3 days in a row, you win extra free spins. And of course, in each day, you win experience to go and level up and rank up. But in this Wheel of Fortune, we have 12 rewards. And one of the reward, actually, it's a shard for diamond capsules.
Mhm.
Diamond capsules are part of capsules in general, which is a new, I would say, mini game, right? It's a feature and a game in the same time. And we have three of them. We have amber capsule, ruby capsule, and diamond capsule. But diamond capsule is the most, let's say, valuable. And shards, what they are, also a new feature. Once you collect 100 shards out of something, right, you can then not merge it, forge it into an actual item. So you have 20 shards now. You will win other shards from other opportunities or other features in the platform. You collected 100, and you're gonna be able to forge them into an actual diamond capsule.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, I took the time while we were kind of explaining to this, also just to go through the website and show everybody exactly what you're talking about. So the
If you
capsule
want,
name that
I
you
can do
did
it because
mention.
I'm logged in. If you want me to show the capsules.
Sure, yeah. If you
Yeah,
can take over the share screen, that's fine. Just a
yeah, let's
second.
try. Okay. If you can remove yours,
Yep, I think you're
you
good to
can
go.
see it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
okay.
wait, I can't actually.
I think it's there. Yeah, it should be there.
Okay, cool. Then we can move on. But yeah, sorry, I was just gonna say, great, because you answered another like follow-up question that we did have from one of the community members asking about the daily streaks, wondering what they are and what was kind of like the purpose of it. So thank you for clearing that up. So basically, for everybody listening out there, again, for the Wheel of Fortune spins, if you do get them 3 times consecutively, 3 days consecutively, you will get an extra spin, which will grant you other features on the platform as well. Sorry, Pavel, go ahead.
No worries. If you guys can see my screen, hopefully you do. If not, let me know. But this is the UI of the capsules. And again, you can get capsules in many, you have multiple opportunities to get different type of capsules. Everything is transparent, as in you see exactly the percentages for each of the reward that is in the particular capsule. And as a test or to show it, you open it, and then you will receive something. Sometimes some rewards can be just collected, right? But sometimes they can be exchanged into experience. We did that because maybe you already have something that uh, you dropped here, or you don't like this reward. So you can always exchange it for experience. This is not exactly for one experience point. You will see that each rarity of the reward have a different experience exchange rate,
Got
right?
you.
So the
Okay.
lower the rarity, the lower the experience. For exotic items, we have 500 experience, I think, to exchange when that is done. But this is the capsules, very very straightforward. Here you see the experience that is also correlated with the experience from the platform.
Awesome. Cool. Now, let's go and check out what other questions do we have from our community members. So, a question here, I'm going to display it on the screen from Camille Lim asked us on X. Can I earn passive income with Tico through staking, lending, or other? So, we mentioned
No.
staking. What about lending?
Okay, so this is lending. We will have something that touches lending, but on the NFT. If you remember our NFT summoner,
Mm-hmm.
right, that has different perks. One of the perk was to have 4x on your multiplier, and that multiplier was connected to the Tico bucket. So that would be a way to actually earn. What I mean by that is, imagine that we it's very simple, our business model. We take a small commission when people are playing with Tico or buying tickets to tournament. Very soon uh, are trading in our marketplace. A percentage from what we take goes to what we call the Tico bucket, right? So imagine within a week, 100,000 Ticos are in this bucket. When you are active, and active means two things. One, experience points that you can now get. Yeah, this is exactly what you're showing perfectly. Experience
Mm-hmm.
points combined with, let's say, money points. But money points mean how much Tico you have spent. So it's a combination between
Got you.
loyalty and cashback, and that's activity points, right? And based on how many activity points you have at the end of the week or month, you're gonna get your cut out of this Tico bucket in Tico directly. So the more active you are, the more you play, the more something will come back. If you have the summoners NFT, this activity points will be multiplied by 4, right? So you're basically earning 4 times more, and this NFT can be lended to someone.
Okay. Got you.
So that's how it works. But no staking again.
Awesome. Yeah. And no lending either. All right.
On
Cool.
Tico, no.
Cool. Awesome. Cool. Thank you, Pavel. Let's go and see another question that came to us from our X account. Ashley Vortex would like to know, are there any upcoming burns or deflationary mechanics for Tico?
At this moment, no, but we are trying to not figure out but balance how some of the games potentially, if the community members want, can have a burning mechanic, right? So at the beginning of the, let's say we have a tournament and it's 10 Tico. Right now, 10 Tico goes to the prize pool and we take a certain, I think 10% commission. But if community members want a certain part of what's in that pool to be burned collectively, that would be potentially an option. But for now, we just launched. We don't want to complicate, especially WebTube players that we want to bring in with burning and stuff that they are not familiar with. So we keep it simple and straightforward for now.
Got you. Sounds good. Okay, I have another interesting question here by Crypto Lord. So Crypto Lord would like to know, what's the next big update coming to the Funtico platform. So
Yeah,
I guess,
today.
you know, Crypto Lord, to answer the question, it's today with everything that Pavel is just mentioning right now. But if you could give him just like a quick summary of everything that was just pushed today to production, so
Yeah, yeah.
people are aware.
Was not yet fully pushed. So
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
sorry.
The only thing right now, so the flow will be full circle. People will be able to buy from the platform using given credit card, right? With our licensed payment provider. Uh, we are now working to push that. Once that is done, the full cycle is complete. As in, you can come. If you don't have Tico, you can purchase. If you have Tico already from an exchange, you can deposit. You can then immediately play. We're gonna launch a tournament, the first ever tournament with Tico. I'm not telling you more, but it will be live very
Okay.
soon. Accessible for everyone. It will be very low entry fee because we want to see how it goes, to also test with the community stuff and gather feedback. We're going to have an active shop. You're going to have the Wheel of Fortune. You're going to have capsules. You're going to have Tico Bar. You're going to have experience points, ranking, and progression. So this is the largest update we did in the last 7 months, I would say, since the first 100K tournament, which was in June, where we launched our alpha platform. And that being said, a reminder, today is Thursday. Until Sunday, running as we speak, is the second 100K tournament running, which I
Okay.
believe you guys would like to join, because first prize gets a $50,000 NFT, and this time we made it as a voucher. So imagine when you won, and you won't because you don't have any skills, but imagine if you would have any skills,
Thank you.
you would have won this tournament, and you have a 50K voucher NFT. What that means is that after the tournament, after we validate, after we run all of our tools for abnormal behavior, cheating, and everything, you're the winner. You contact our team and say, I want this Bored Ape worth 50K. The team goes and buy it and sends it to you. So this tournament is about personalized NFTs worth 50K, 20K, 10K, and you can see the leaderboard on the platform. The reason I want to highlight this is that in order for you to join, you need a golden ticket. Most of our community members already have a ticket or two tickets or even free tickets because they were active in Lucky Fanatic. They converted their jokers or earnings in golden tickets. And as you can see, they participate. You can press on the first one, leaderboard. Yeah.
Here we go.
So they are participating. But when the shop is live very soon, and when I say very soon, within the next hours, you can get up to 15 tickets, right? So you have 15 chances to actually make the best result in this tournament. Last year, when we did the first tournament, we had 9 chances. and everyone, literally everyone that participated, the common feedback was, how do we get more tickets? We want to play more. So this is how you're going to get more tickets. In the shop, you're going to find golden tickets, and it's purchasable with Tico, only with Tico.
Got you. So basically, in this marketplace section that we're showing right now,
Not here, sorry.
users will be able
This
to.
is the marketplace sneak peek. It will be a shop. It's not yet
Mhm.
live, but under marketplace
Oh,
you'll
okay.
have shop, and only two options it will be in the shop: golden ticket for I think 600 Tico, right, and diamond capsules for 125 Tico. And I can share more that the tournament will be for 150,000 Tico, the prize pool, and
Oh shit. Okay.
to enter drum rolls, only 25 ticket on 25 Tico to enter. You can enter 3 times maximum. So 75 Tico for a chance to win 30,000 Tico is the first place. So that's a very good staking, right? Skill staking reward.
Yeah, yeah, we gotta brand that at some point. That's actually like it has a cool sound to it. Sounds good. Awesome. Now let me just take the screen share off the screen for a moment and go look at some of our other comments.
I see
Let's
something, if
see
I
what
can
else.
read the comment as well. Can you share more about the Hunt
Sure.
for Knowledge tournament that recently ended? We had some new rewards introduced there, but no details about those items. Okay, this is a good one. Um, so that ended, I think, yesterday or early today. I don't even remember, but it ended. And this was our first ever branded tournament in Lucky Fanatic, right? You saw on the platform we had branded with Crypto Banter 2 tournaments for 5K and 15K. In Lucky Fanatic, we didn't have any. So this was the first one for 2K rewards. You won't find it here. It's in Lucky Fanatic. Uh, but they decided, right, the guys that we did this together with, that they also want to give some of their rewards. So we said that it's USDT as rewards, but knowledge or coins or their avatars are the rewards that they will distribute in their game. Very soon we will make an announcement together with them that we distributed all the rewards, and they will offer more information on how to get the other rewards in their game. But just to clarify, those extra rewards are not part of Antico. So the knowledge, the coins, and the avatars from this event are not part of Antico. They are a co-branded event that we shared the prize pool in USDT. They shared basically their own rewards. And this
Gotcha.
is interesting because we
Okay.
want to continue doing that also on the platform, because for us it's all about bringing new partners, bringing new games, bringing new opportunities in our tournament structure, right? So community bonding.
And retaining existing
Yes,
players,
yes.
right? Gotcha. Okay, cool. I have another question here for you from Luella Maya, asking, will there be seasonal events where Tika holders get exclusive access to tournaments or special in-game content? I guess this is aligned with what you just started talking about, kind of like the recurring big tournaments that we're going to have, but take
Yeah,
it away.
so will there be seasonal events? Yes. Uh, when we gonna go live in few hours, you already were gonna see in your ranking and progression that you will have season, the first season. And in that first
Hmm.
season, you will get some assets, platform assets, that will be available only in season one. You cannot get them from anywhere else in the platform now or in the future. In the seasonal progression, we can add exactly what we said earlier, co-branded or limited or exclusive up to NFTs based on what season we're gonna do. And to the second part of the question, we're gonna have we are cooking actually next week from the amazing partnerships and opportunities that we had in Dubai. I won't mention names for now, but we're cooking so many branded tournaments with big names and exclusive merch, exclusive assets, maybe even NFT collections with some of them that you can get only by playing and competing in Funtico. There won't be any other way to get them.
Awesome. Now, I pulled up another interesting question from our Discord, so we're not going to display it on the stream right now, but I will ask you directly. One of our users was wondering about how much of the Tico community pool has been distributed already, and how can he use his Tico that's currently available on the platform?
That's a very good question, because we actually distributed yesterday, if I recall correctly, and it was 60,300,000 something in Tico, which yesterday were worth around $1 million. And this was not like, it was this was not like an airdrop or something, because we said from the very start, this is not an airdrop project. This is a project that will give you non-stop rewards if you're active and you participate and you play. So even before TGE, right, people were able to exchange their Tico vouchers into Tico. At a certain point, when the shop was open with Tico, they exchanged their jokers into Tico. In some tournaments, they won Tico vouchers. So when we crunched the numbers, we saw that 60 million plus were the actual Tico amount that the community in the platform as we speak has already in their wallets. How they can use it.
Gotcha.
And this will be a longer answer because it touches multiple things that other community member asked. So imagine you have 1,000 Tico in your balance that you got pre-TG as a reward, no matter from where. You have zero.
I do have zero.
So, but let's say you have 1,000. Until 27th of April, you cannot withdraw that 1,000. But this is where the magic comes in. You can play, you can use, you can buy, so you can spend it in the platform already. But if you win something, so let's say you have 1,000 Tico, you join a $100 Tico tournament, and you won 200 Tico, right? Let's say. So now your total balance is 1,100. You spent 100 of it, but actually at this point you can withdraw 200, right? So you're basically rolling your balance, and once it's zero, you can actually withdraw everything. If you deposit something, so you have 1,000 Tico balance, and today you want to play more, you want to buy more golden tickets, you want to join the tournament that I will not expose right now, but you will be able to join, and you're out of Tico, or you just want to go big, you can deposit Tico or buy Tico, but everything is then withdrawable on top of what you had initially. So let's say you had 1,000 Tico and you deposited 1,000 Tico. You can now withdraw immediately 1,000 Tico. Whatever you deposited, you can withdraw. So that's how everything
Gotcha.
goes.
So basically, anything that was purchased off the market past TG is basically tokens that you can
and
do
everything that you earn,
right?
as we speak, right?
Gotcha.
So even if you have it locked by 27th of April, if you roll it even in 2 days and win and roll it, you can withdraw all of it. We made it as such because, again, it's 60 million tokens, $1 million yesterday, and no community member, even, again, every time trolls will be trolls. That's their job, to be trolls. But no real community member would appreciate it that 60 million tokens could have been released on the market today, no matter what anyone says. That's the reality.
Yeah, I mean, people are gonna fund for entry. That's just like part of the game. But I guess to everybody listening, the distros has been made in the amounts that Pavel just mentioned, and if basically like you bought your Tico on exchanges, you can deposit them on the platform, start using them there as well. And if you have some pre-TG allocations, you'll be able to do with those as you wish past the 27th of April. And until that period, you're going to be able to use them on the platform.
Yes, and something that I want to add, because it's important. because I'm just trying to also answer the things that I read in the last days or comments that I saw. We distributed those tokens on the TGE price. So even if we went 16x after TGE, even if now we are at around 10x, when we distributed the tokens was based on the TGE price, right? 0.0025, basically a 25 million market, fully diluted market cap. This is important. We were fair, and everyone that's saying you guys, no, we actually did what no one else would do. You already have 10x on the Tico you earned months ago.
Yeah, basically, you got your distribution at a lower valuation
Yes.
than what it
Yes.
currently is. So basically, you're in profit, right? Awesome. Cool. Now, I was just gonna go back to what I was streaming here for a second because I had a little follow-up question
Okay.
while we were kind of like looking through everything. So let me just go back to our stream for a second, and let me ask you about this. What can you tell people about this? We have this XP bar here that's
Yeah.
also new and introduced. Tell us a little bit about this new ranking system that we're introducing.
Let's start with the beginning. So initially, for a new user, and then I will go to a more, let's say, early adopter user that already is familiar with the platform. But for a new user, um, we have different ranks, 7 different ranks, as you are showcasing here, right? From Acolyte to Immortal. A new user starts unranked, but his journey to unranked, from unranked to Acolyte, he has 5 different levels, steps, that when you get experience, you unlock a different level, a different level, a different level. The first 5 levels from unranked to Acolyte are, let's say, some onboarding features. So we will give you a capsule, we will give you a ticket, we will give you some spins. So you are familiar from the start with the environment. Then you become Acolyte, you're going to have a rank, and each rank has 6 levels. At each level, you will be able to choose from 1 out of 3, 2 out of 4, or 2 out of 5, depending on the level. Different customizable assets. So avatars, borders, cursors, they can be animated or dynamic. We give you a choice, so not everyone will have the same rewards. And for verified accounts, which is very important to mention, verified accounts have different perks. Verified account means goes to a simple KYC process. Not because we want everyone to be KYC'd, but if you win big on a tournament, right, legally, if you want to withdraw from the platform more than $700 worth of anything, NFT, Tico, you name it, legally, and we are fully legal compliant, you need to KYC. But because you need to KYC to make it juicier for you, we unlock 4 different perks for a verified member, let's say. So one is that your withdrawal process is way smoother and easier, and there's no headache for you. Second is that your experience gain is multiplied. You gain basically 50%, give or take, more experience to anything that you do, right? So if for a certain action you have got 10 experience points, if you're verified, you get 15. For daily bonus, you get double, for example. Instead of 1 experience points per day, you get 2. So from the start, verified gives you a slight advantage on progression. Then you get a weekly gift box. So if you're verified each week, we're going to drop to you a gift box that can contain different things. And last but not least, in this progression section, I told you in the beginning that you can choose 1 of 3 or 2 of 4 or 2 or 5, but a verified account can choose 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 4 or 3 out of 5. So he has an extra reward in the progression system.
Gotcha. Awesome. And this is basically, as you said, to incentivize KYC users who want to be able to off ramp whenever they can.
Yes,
Right?
yes, because you don't want to be in the position, if you ask me, that you won over $700 in any tournament, and you would like to withdraw. You would like a certain NFT worth 50K, and now you have to. Oh, now I need to KYC. It's better if you know you want to go for the win, to verify your account, and we give also extra perks for that verification badge, basically.
Got you. Okay, cool. Let's go take a look at some other questions that we lined up here. So, for example, we have one from Brent Mercado asking, will Solitaire Slam have leaderboards and can players win Tico playing it?
If Storytell Slam have leaderboards and can player win, yes. So Tico, sorry, Storytell Slam. For those who are familiar with Storytell Slam Lucky Fanatic Edition, this will be just Storytell Slam, but uh,
Gotcha.
most of the tournaments, if not all of the tournaments, will be with Tico. Uh, Regular tournaments, as we're gonna do now, you'll be able to put your entry fee in Tico and have a prize pool. But then very soon we're gonna have rooms for smaller, right, and faster, fast pace sessions. Because a tournament can last 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 1 week, but a room can last even 15 minutes. So for those that want to put, I don't know, $1 worth of Tico, an example, and get 10, 12 if they win within minutes, that's also something that will be live very soon. So yes, leaderboards are will be there also in Solitaire Slam and only with Tico. Yes, we might spice things up with some guaranteed prize pools, with some extra rewards, with some let's say consolation rewards for those that haven't won
Gotcha.
Tico. But yeah, leaderboard for sure.
Okay. I have another really interesting question, which is a question that like Tal could even like help us get a little bit more substance to. But for now, I'm just gonna kick it to
Okay.
you. Uh, and Toy and Poke asks us, how is AI being used in Funtico? Any cool features powered by AI?
Yes, yes. This is something I just went like because I want to launch it, and
Okay.
we actually finalized a very cool design for it. So let's take some steps back. Yes, Pantico. I would say 7 out of 10 features in Fantico are powered by AI, from
Gotcha.
infrastructure, from security layers, from detecting fraud. But that's, let's say, on the backend side of things. On the front end side, some of the games also have of a layer of AI. But for the community, the first feature that the community will feel and get involved and engaged with, I think by the end of the month, February, will be live. We're trying faster than that, but it will be something so cool because, in a nutshell, the entire community will decide by creating and voting. We have nothing. We have no involvement, no influence upon the results. But they will imagine that you start from a seed, which is a Formula Fantico character, right? And that's your
Mm-hmm.
seed. And it's going to be multiple seeds. And each of our players will be able to start from a seed and iterate with AI uh, another version of it, another iteration of it, more realistic, more with our own
Gotcha.
trained LLMs models. Uh, at the end of this tournament, because it's a game, you will end up having only one asset, uh, which will become an NFT that only the participants in that tournament will get to have based on their engagement. So if you're engaged
Mm-hmm.
weekly, you're going to have the exotic NFT with whatever perks it will have. If you engage, let's say, not on a daily basis, you're going to have a rare NFT potentially with lower purse, but still an NFT. The beauty of this is that all of the memorabilia, let's call them, right? Community-driven memorabilia is done fully by the community. And at the end of the tournament, the number of NFTs will be driven by the number of players. So we are not deciding the supply, we are not deciding anything. It's based on engagement. And each month it will be a different tournament with different creative inputs for the tournament, for the players to engage with. So that's one. And second, we have a card game named Red that we didn't yet showcase, but it also has a lot of AI involved into it, but a lot more on the AI, more reveal on the AI side will be on in February. And we are,
Got you.
that's my starting tomorrow. I need to finish that feature, so we have it very soon.
Got you. Okay, cool. I have another fun question here for
Yeah,
you.
also
Just a
reading some
second.
comments. It's called Gambling. It's from King Death. I don't know on what he's referring to, but guys, just let's say there's no gambling in this platform. Even if some of the features look like loot boxes, or we have Tico Bar, all of our games, all of our features have legal opinions of being gaming. It's based on skill. If anything is based on chance, is not involving Tico, right? So if you will be able to spin the reels in a Tico Bar, you cannot buy spins, you cannot put Tico. There's no connection between Tico and things that are based on chance, none, right? So there's no gambling in this platform. All of the games are skill based, and some features where you have a chance to win something, those have nothing to do with Tico.
Got you. Okay, awesome. But yeah, the question that I did want to follow up with was a question in regards to our titles.
Okay.
So Jai Arjun wanted to know: are there more new games in the pipeline, and can we get a sneak peek?
New games in the pipeline. Well, one of the games
There's that
that,
one big one that we keep talking
yeah.
about, but sorry.
So one of the games that most of our community members already know, it's EV2, right? What I can say is that very soon, EV2 will be available to play as a demo, which for us is huge after almost 3 years of development only for this game. And we will have, let's call it a treasure hunt. We haven't yet decided on the name, but we're going to have an event when this goes live where people can discover different treasures that can also uh, that will also have Tico in them, right? I don't know how much it will last, if it's 1 week, 1 month, but EV2 is coming with a demo very soon. Of course, it's not the full game. Full game we have this year to finalize with all the game modes, but it will be a sneak peek, a playable sneak peek on what EV2 is all about. Then next week we will have most likely a new mini game that we displayed on the platform already. And after that, the plan is to launch once a month or once every 2 weeks more games. But more importantly, and this is we are not we showed everyone that we can build games, and that's why from solitaire to EV2, right? It's your full spectrum from hyper casual to triple A's. Moving forward, we don't want to just build games because that takes time to release, to test, to we want to onboard games. This is the main message, maybe, right? We want to onboard games. We have the complete infrastructure. We call it publisher as a service. to onboard games, Web2 games, Web3 games, indie games, developers with games, games that are not yet fully done but need some support, games that are done but need a community. You name it, we will be the hub of those games. Platform, mobile, Telegram. This is where new games will come from. So even if we have more than 10 right now, actually more than 15 our own games, and we're going to launch them, starting this moment, we are ready to onboard other games. We have multiple, I wouldn't say partnerships because it's more than that, right? More than letter of intent of other gaming companies or game developers that by mid of this year, if not sooner, they will publish their games on. They are integrating, let's say, as we speak, with our infrastructure, with our SDK. So that's something that is in motion because we want to bring so many games and not be dependent on just how much games we can build.
Gotcha. Awesome. Okay, we're getting close to the 60-minute mark, so I think I might just pick out one or two more questions and let you go about your busy day. But I have a really interesting question here by Digimark24, who would basically like to know what's the baby Joker and the lady Joker for. He's claiming that he
Yeah.
got it from the Wheel of Fortune. And will those be tradable as NFTs?
No, as in they are not NFTs by design. For those who are familiar with the Joker and Lucky Fanatic, uh, at a certain point, those Jokers became soft currency in Lucky Fanatic. We launched as a teaser Baby and Lady Jokers. I will not reveal their full utility right now, but
Okay,
let's just say
fair.
as you wanted to collect Jokers, you would like to collect also Baby and Lady Jokers because they will have different use cases in Lucky Fanatic than the Joker itself. That's all I will say for now.
Got you. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can keep the alpha to a minimum. You already like spilled a lot of beans
I did
today.
it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Um, I don't know if there's maybe like an additional question that you would maybe like to pick out
Let me
from our
check.
comments, and then maybe we could end it at that. But yeah, it's been a fruitful Q&A session for real.
Tournaments have been a big part of Funtico. Are there any changes or improvements coming? I can answer this. On tournaments, we created actually a very big framework, right? So we created this framework not just for us, but also for partners to be able to customize their experiences and compete for their community or against other communities or within our community. What I mean by that is tournaments are designed right now and fully capable of being private tournaments, public tournaments, limited number of player tournaments, uncapped, with tickets, with Tico, with codes, free of entry, any type of reward. So imagine that you're a company or a community that wants to don't have a game, don't have a platform with tournaments, but have your own rewards, right? As we did with the Hunt for Knowledge. You use our framework of tournaments to structure it however you want. Very soon we will open this as a public service, and this is also something that touches Tico because in order for you to use the framework, you will have to, let's say, like a license, if you may. It's not the right word, but to use the feature, you need Tico, right? Uh, and you can create your own type of tournament and we take care of the distribution for you. If you want to put some of our rewards, you can. If you want to put only for your community but use our games and our platform, you can. If you want to do community battles as we did in the first 100K tournament, you can. Very soon we're going to have a lot of big names competing against each other as we did with Crypto Banter, Fefe against Kyle against Ron. But this will be multi-layered, and there's so many surprises on tournaments because it can accommodate anything, right? It's not a rigid structure that only has this type. Even the leaderboard is flexible. You can have top X, you can have top X percent, you can have a combination between them. So it's tournaments are the main thing in this platform when it comes to earning Tico, right? Because that's where you can actually, on a daily basis, when the rooms that also have leaderboards will be live, non-stop action. It will be non-stop action to play, to earn, to play, to earn, to play, to earn.
Got you. Okay, cool. Pavel, I'm gonna end our AMA session right here
Okay.
because it's been a while, and we did answer over 20 questions so far in regards to the T code, the new platform updates, and everything else that we have going on. So again, thank you for your time. It's always a pleasure having you on the show. And kind reminder for everybody listening or watching this at a later time. Make sure to sign up on Funtico.com. Get started with your account. Do check out current tournaments that we have open. There's still a chance to participate in January's first 100K tournament, the big one that we're doing right now. So there's still time until the end of the week to get involved with that. So definitely an opportunity that you don't want to pass upon, because I think main prize, correct me if I'm wrong, Paul, is a NFT voucher worth 50K. So you can get quite some
Yeah.
Miladies or some Remelios for that price. So that's nice. And yeah, I don't know. Do you have any like closing words? Anything else you would like to add
Be
to
on the
everybody out
watch out in the next hours or so that Tico, after 3 years, is going live in the platform. You can play with it, you can earn with it, you can spend it, you can use it, you can buy it, you can withdraw it, you can deposit it. So it's happening. And yeah, guys, I need to go because it's happening
Yeah.
there? Awesome. All
now.
right. Thank you, Pavel, and